Hello again, this is Dina back on the 21st of May. I want to give you my final update of the day. However, since I last spoke with you, I have gone ahead and saved my video for the past week because I wasn't sure I was going to get to do this tonight. So this will wind up starting off the next video. Anyway, I went ahead and did what I said I might do, and that was to do one more prompt on the crabapple tree. This prompt that I wanted to finish was one of the animal adventures, and I had to stitch enough stitches to find one of the animals, and I like to do 300. It's the one you can do either 100 all the way up to 500 in increments of 100, and I like to do the middle. I like to do 300. So I was working on this bottom corner here, the fall, and I had made some pretty good progress on it today, and the reason I decided to go ahead and do that additional prompt is that I was pretty sure that 300 stitches would be really close to finishing it. I wasn't even sure I would have enough stitches to make 300. And it was okay because in that prompt I could stitch 1, 2, or 300. But as it turned out, I had 360 stitches left in that block. So here is the autumn block completely finished. Isn't that precious? So you've got two birds that are black with yellow and burgundy on their wings in the tree, and then you've got two burgundy birds with a little bit of brown on them underneath the tree. I don't know enough to know if these are two couples like this or if one coloring is female and one coloring is male of the same birds. But either way, there are 4 birds in the picture. And when I started working on this for my second prompt today, I had 1 bird finished, and I was going to have to finish the second bird and all the leaves on the tree, but that's all I had left. And so I was able to finish it today. I am really tickled about this. So not only does that meet the prompt for me, it meets the whip go square that hasn't been called yet. So when that number is called, that square will already be yellow, and which means I've completed it. It just hadn't been called yet, and I'll be able to turn it blue immediately. So that feels good. And as I had mentioned in a previous video, I was encouraged that if I could finish this one before June, then I might actually set a goal for myself to finish Crabapple Tree before the end of the year. So it looks like that might become a goal of mine. I do have a very busy month in May with my 5 starts, and I am looking, however, to get some work on this in June because it's one of the pieces that I wanted to look on at the halfway mark of the year to make sure I push it to where I wanted it. And I wanted this one, I wanted that square finished by June, which it already is. So I may or may not get to work on it in June if I've got others that need my attention more, but I still have a couple months in the year that I would be able to focus on it a little bit. I'm excited about it. That one has been a fun stitch, but it's also been very intricate, has an intricate border. It has layers of borders on the inside, but it is a lovely piece. It really is. So that's my stitching update for today. I'm going to let you get back to what you were doing. And in the meantime, everybody, happy stitching. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Dina, and this is my channel about cross stitch. And I have several things to share with you today. It is May 22nd. It is Sunday. And I want to give you an update on what I've been doing. Let's start with the stitching, shall we? Today I wanted to stitch on a prompt that I'm using for my May monthly challenge, and it is the 10 prompts that I made up for myself. And so the last one of those prompts that I could stitch on that was on a roller frame that I couldn't take with me out of town was the Welcome Home by the Cricket Collection. This is one I started recently with two friends, Mary and Donna. We're doing it as a stitch along. Actually, I think we do more like a start along. But we are stitching it at the same time anyway, working on it. And this is the first time I've been able to pick it up in about, I don't know, a week or so, at least a week. And so I really wanted to hit a prompt with it tonight. It required 300 stitches for this prompt. Now, I had started up here in the center and I had gotten all the houses this direction completed, and I had just started working on the houses in this direction. And I thought, I need 300 stitches and I need to get them quick because I don't have a lot of time tonight. I've been packing, doing laundry, all kinds of things today, getting ready to go on our trip. And so I didn't have a whole lot of stitching time, and I wanted to hit that prompt. So I thought, ooh, the best way to get 300 stitches quickly is to do one color lettering. So I counted down and started at this M right here, and I got in 331 stitches tonight. And you know why I got the 331 and not just 300, because I had to run my thread out. That's just the way I like to do it. I like to leave it clean. Anyway, here's the M in the home. It's in 823, I think is the number. It's navy blue. It may look black to you, but it is navy blue, and that's almost 2/3 of the M. It's at least half of the M. This little narrow leg goes up here, and then I have a wide leg that comes down to form the last of the M. But I was tickled. I got my prompt. I was very happy about that. I only have 4 prompts left of the 10. And as I mentioned, I think in a prior video I just put up today, 2 of those prompts are 2 new starts that I'm doing on May Monday. So one of those will be achieved tomorrow, and then one of those can't be achieved until the next Monday, and that will be while we're at the beach. So I have to take it with me. So I'm excited about that. The other prompts that I have to work on for the May Monday are going to be projects that I will have with me, so I can work on those at the beach. So what else do I want to share with you? Well, today was the day that I wanted to pull the winners for my 2 patterns that I wanted to gift to you for my 200th episode. One of them, of course, was the Patriotic Sampler, and that was by Jeanette Douglas. And then the second one is a friendship piece, and it was a collaborative piece, and it was 1/2 of the collaboration. And I am delighted to say that I was able to pull the URL today, pull in the comments in the random comment picker, and I have a little clip of that I'll put in right here for you. Okay, it's that time. We're gonna find out who are the winners for both the patriotic and the friendship giveaways. So I've typed in the word patriotic here, if you can see that. And now we will get comments. There are 45 unique comments for that. So now we are gonna start the random comment generator. PD Stitcher, all right, Tamara. She says, Dina, I loved seeing all your finishes, but I think my favorite is the frame of dogwood lace. It is gorgeous. Congrats on 200 videos. I'm looking forward to celebrating our patriotic holidays. Happy stitching. All right, Tamara, wonderful. I'm excited that you won. And now we're going to go back up here and change the comment to friendship. Well, I hit the space bar by accident, sorry. So there's friendship. We're going to get those comments. 43 unique comments for that. Crafting with Susie Q. Love all your new framing. Congrats on your 200th episode. I love the friendship pattern. Well, I'm glad that you do, because Crafting with Susie Q is the winner of the friendship one. So if you two ladies will send me your mailing addresses through my email account, I will send you your pattern. Congratulations, winners, and thanks to everyone who participated. Well, congratulations, you two. Tamara and the PD Stitcher, and then Crafting with Susie Q. I have already put a comment on your comments for that video today. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it yet or not, but hopefully you have, and you've sent me your mailing address. I may be at the beach by the time I get it, so please don't worry if you don't hear from me or get your package until I get back from the beach, because I don't plan on taking it with me. I don't want to lose anything as I go. So congratulations, you two. Thanks for everyone who participated in those two chances, you know, to get a new chart. So now I'd like to share with you a piece of haul. I don't share these every time I get them because they are the fabric of the month, and those of you who are in the clubs already know what they look like. So I'm going to pause here and open this plastic. This is fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me. I'm excited about sharing this color with you because it is so beautiful. It's called Aventurine, Aventurine, Aventurine. Isn't that beautiful? It's sort of a blue-green color. I think it will make some of you drool over a mermaid on it, but it is absolutely beautiful. Love it. So I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I'll put some on it because it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's all the haul, and it was the fabric of the month. So, you know, I get those every now and then. And then what I want to share with you is Stitchy Kindness. I got an email from a lady who has been watching my videos, and she's commented a few times, and this time she commented and said, I'd like to get your mailing address. I have something I want to send you. And so I went via email so I could send her my mailing address in private, and I got this lovely card from her. This is, of course, Mary Engelbright. I love her artwork. And I got the sweetest little note in here from Anne, but I'm not going to tell you the full name, but just Anne. And one of the things that she did in the note is she attached two charms. One is the sewing machine and one is a pair of scissors. I cannot wait to use those. And then she sent me a beautiful sticker for my book of days. And she sent me some patterns. And she just wanted to thank me for my videos. I think that she enjoys watching them. So Anne, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you sent me. And I'm going to share with you now the patterns that she sent me. So one of them is a magazine. It's a cross stitch and country crafts, 25 glorious holiday designs. Isn't that a beautiful plate? It's so pretty. And I believe I've had this magazine in the past. I'm not sure I still have it. I may have gifted it to someone that wanted to stitch something out of it. So thank you for giving it to me, because now I have it back. And then I got really, really tickled at this one. This is so precious. Wishing well. Forget me not. This is also from the Just Cross Stitch Publishing, and designed by Angela Pullen. So I was wondering if it was a Paula Vaughn, but it's not. It's an Angela Pullen. But isn't that a lovely piece? And then I have a friend who collects lighthouses, and I have stitched her some very small lighthouse motifs in the past, just a few. And it's been a long time since I've stitched her one. And today in this package, I got this, lighthouses. There's several of them there. So pretty. And it looks like they've got their location. Yes. Surgeon Point, Tawas Point. I'll have to look these up. But what I would love to do is find out where my friend may have seen lighthouses. And if luck would have it that she's been to any of these, then that would help me pick which one to stitch, don't you think? Anyway, I thought that was a lovely, lovely thing to see. And I think this is my favorite of the group. This is a Stony Creek, of course. I love Stony Creek. It's called Home Repair, and I think you're going to love it when you see it. I've never seen it before, but I think it's precious. Absolutely precious. So, again, Anne, thank you. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I really, really appreciate it. So, that's the Stitch of Kindness. So now let's talk about an update. I haven't given you an update on Whip Go in a while. I've been talking about my prompts, but I haven't been talking about Whip Go. And I think if you'll recall back a few segments way back when the numbers were called, I had the numbers that were called were my free space, and then the other two numbers that were called I'd already done. So I didn't have anything new that I needed to get started working on that were called in the month of May. And that was one of the reasons that I decided to go ahead and do May Mania. My May Monday starts for May, because I use that to motivate me for stitching in May instead of my Whip Go board, because I'd already completed my Whip Go's numbers that had been called. So now I've been working along, and I decided to update my Whip Go board today, because next week while I'm at the beach, I'm thinking JC Marie will be calling some numbers, and I have no idea what she's going to call. There's no way I can take everything with me to get started on it till I get home, but that's okay. It'll only be a few days. But I thought, well, I need to update my board just so I'll know what I have coming when she calls the numbers. So here's my board. It's looking pretty good. So everything blue, of course, is completed. I have one still green, which is the angel in Nativity. I'm still working on that, making progress on it. But all of these yellows are ones I've already done, and they're just waiting to be called. And if you'll notice something, in this row, depending on what gets called, I'll have a bingo. And in this row, depending on what gets called, I'll have another bingo. Or in this row, depending on what gets called, I could have another bingo. So chances are I'm going to wind up getting one out of each of these that need two. And I'll still need one more. But that's okay. I'm excited about it. And as I was updating it today, I got tickled because I was looking at my goals that I had originally set, like Thankful Quaker. You know, I had set to do a goal to do the side and top border, and you just saw that recently when I fully finished it because I did the whole thing. Chez Seluf, I wanted to do stitch the bunny, and you've seen that because I have it fully framed and it's actually up in my sewing room right now. So that was a fully finished piece. So more than met the goal there as well. My patriotic sampler hasn't been called yet, but as you know, I had completely finished it when my goal was to complete a row, at least one row, and I have fully finished it. In my Will You Be My Valentine, it hasn't been called yet either, but I finished it, fully finished it. And my goal was to stitch the cart. And I thought that was a very aggressive goal because the cart was a major portion of that piece. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I set realistic goals and that I'm hitting them, and I'm happy about that. But here's what I figured out today. Out of all the spaces that I haven't yellowed out, which means I haven't done them yet, all but one is a new start. So there are 6 spaces that are still white that I've done nothing on. Haven't started, haven't done anything for them. Of those 6, 5 of them are new starts. And then one of them says to put 10 hours on my whip closest to a finish, or finish it, whichever comes first. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited though. I think my whip goes going great this year. It's certainly been motivating for me. And I will admit though, today when I saw the rest of those are new starts, if she doesn't call numbers this time that I've already done and just waiting to turn blue, I'm going to have more new starts. I'm going to have new starts in June. So that'll be okay. That'll be fun. So I am ready to get out of town. We did a little bit of pre-planning today. I got all my laundry done. I have pulled out all of my clothes that I'm taking with me, and I've got those ready to go in the suitcase. I have made my menus because I'm going to cook most of the time that I'm there. And since I'm having to take everything with me like we did before, I make up a menu and then I make up a shopping list so that I have anything with me that I need. And so this time though, I'm not going to buy any perishables till I get there. Now that I've seen where the grocery store is close and it's very well stocked, I don't worry about that. I won't worry about it this time. I won't have to take it with me down in the cooler. I can get it once I get there. So my shopping will be done a little bit tomorrow. And then we will load the car Monday night. And Tuesday we're headed to the beach to take Coco for the last time this year, because on the 31st, the day we come back home, that's the day they changed the rules at the beach, and the puppy dogs can't go except real early in the morning on a leash and real late in the afternoon or evening on a leash. But this week when we go down, she'll be able to go anytime. So anytime my husband wants to take her, he would be able to do that on the beach, and he can take her off leash as long as they're under your voice control. You can take them off leash, and she minds my husband very well. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm hoping this time to get some footage of her at the beach. Last time when I tried to do that, it was high tide and she couldn't even get out on the beach. So I would love to be able to get some of that, for you, so that you could share it too, because she enjoys it so much. Well, that's it for now. I hope you're having a wonderful wrap up to your weekend. Since it's Sunday night, that's wrapping up my weekend, and I have my new start tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about it. I may not get a lot of stitching on it tomorrow because I have so much other stuff to do to get ready to go, but I will at least get a few stitches in to get it started. So, happy stitching, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Dina and I am here on the 23rd of May. This is my 4th May Monday start and I want to tell you about it. This is a beautiful pattern called Autumn in the Country and it is a just nan, and I was surprised to find this as a just nan pattern, but I love it. And I love this crazy inner border shape that's going on here. And come to find out, as I'm looking in this chart, reading all of the instructions, it's one of 4. It's a series. And so I've got the other 3 on my wish list in case I want to do them all. They're lovely. Anyway, this was my start today. And I not only was starting it for my May Monday start, it was a prompt in one of my Facebook groups where I had to write my own prompts, and what I decided to write was the first 5 were my new starts for the month. And so I have already had to roll this one up. Look at that. I did the border all the way across the top, and then I had to roll it up to come all the way down to the bottom, and then I started back across here. But I got 310 stitches in, and I had to have 300. So my first prompt on this one is met. Now this fabric is beautiful. It's Autumn by Be Stitch Me. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Now this is the Lugana, so it's not going to be as, dark as you might have gotten it on linen, but I think it's fabulous. So that's what I've started on it. Now this, I had also put in the same Facebook group a second prompt to work another 300 stitches on this one. So that means I'm gonna have to take it with me. I won't be back before the end of the month. And if I want to hit that prompt, I'm gonna have to take this one on my roller frame, which I had tried not to do, but I'm gonna have to for this one, and that's okay. It'll be the only one that I take on roller frame. The rest of the roller frames, I got my goals met, so that's awesome. Anyway, that's my new start, my fourth new start of the month. I'm taking my 5th one with me because I will be on vacation when I have my 5th May Monday, and so I'll be starting that down at the beach. Not on the beach, but while we're at the beach, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm delighted that I got my first prompt met so that I only have 300 stitches to meet in it instead of 6. So that was helpful. And if it hadn't been for a stitching date tonight with my group that I stitch with from the retreat that Julie McConnell sponsored, I don't know that I would have done it. But getting to talk to everybody and see what they're working on. Nicole is also doing a version of May Monday where she's working on ornaments and doing some gift stitching, I think. And then my friend Donna was working on another piece tonight. So we got some stitching done, which was wonderful. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. We leave in the morning for the beach. I will film as I can, when I can, and when I have things to share with you. It looks like we will be home Tuesday the 31st. So instead of having another video that will come out on Sunday, which is what I've been doing, this one will be late. So it will probably not go out until at least Wednesday, because we'll be traveling on Tuesday, and then I could try to put it together and get it out on Wednesday if possible, to wrap up my stitching of May. I'm looking forward to that. I hope that you've had a great month of stitching, and I will talk to you soon. Happy stitching, everybody.
We're going on vacation. This is Coco's piece of luggage, and she is ready for us to pack it. Open it up. Let's pack up the toys. It's empty right now.
Here's Coco riding so well in the back seat. What an improvement. Daddy got back there a little while ago and had her lay down and take a nap with him. So I think she's finally figured it out, what she's supposed to do. She's doing really well. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is Dina. It is the morning of Wednesday, and the fact is we're at the beach, and so I wanted to come to you and give you an update on the stitching that I was able to accomplish yesterday. Was very little because we traveled here today or yesterday. Today is Wednesday the 25th, and we arrived yesterday afternoon around 5 o'clock or so, and then we had to buy groceries and get dinner on the table, and it was after dinner that I got to sit down and start working on my stitching. Now my May Monday start this week was Autumn in the Country. This is what it looks like, just to give you a reminder. It's a just nan. It's an unusual just nan. I'm used to seeing all the just nan patterns be little tiny pieces that you put together, like the little mice and things. But this is lovely. Really, really like it a lot. It was a gift. And I decided to start it for my 4th May Monday start. Then I had another prompt to meet to work on something in a season opposite of the one we're in, which would be fall. So I decided to continue working on Autumn in the Country for another 300 stitches, which is what was required for my second prompt. And I got 303. I actually got 276 of them yesterday, and it was late and it was time to go to bed, and we had traveled all day and I was tired. So I got up this morning and finished the last 27 stitches that I got. Just ran my thread out and got 27 stitches. So here's where we are. I've also changed my roller frame, and I've moved my rods to a different spot on these end bars. And what that has done for me is allowed me to see the whole piece so I can show it to you this way. Now I will tell you, it isn't good for me for stitching. This is too far apart, and so to get my short arms up under here to do my two-handed stitching is a little bit tough. I'm gonna try it on my floor frame when I get back home, see if it's easier. If it's not, I may go back to the shorter distance here, because you see I have 2 other options to shorten it. I had it in the second one and moved it up to the end one so you could see the whole piece. But in the first start of this, I did the top border all the way across and all the way down and just slightly around the corner to get 300 stitches. So yesterday I picked it back up and I finished that border, and then I started the second border, and that's how I wound up with 303 stitches. I'm loving it on this fabric. The fabric's name is Autumn. It's a Bestitch Me pattern fabric, and I'm loving it. So wanted to share that with you. So this is where I'm going to leave it for now. This is my 4th May Monday start. I didn't expect to get a whole lot done on it because of traveling, but I am tickled that I got the first border completed. That's awesome. So now I think what I'm going to do this morning is pick up Enchanted Alphabet, because I have one more animal adventure to complete. I have to find one more animal, and I need anywhere from 100 to 500 stitches to do that. So whatever I get on it today should be okay. And that will complete my 8 animals that I have to find this month, and that will finish it up. So I won't worry about missing that while we're on vacation. I'll get it done before the end of the month. So that's my plan for today. I hope you are going to have a great day of stitching. And if I get finished with my prompt by the end of the day, I'll come back and share it with you. Happy stitching, everybody. Hello again, everyone. It is still May 25th, and I am here at, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to give you a stitching update I can add to what I shared with you this morning. I decided to go after another prompt, which was my last of the animal adventures for this month, my 8th animal. And the project that I had chosen to work on for that was Enchanted Alphabet. And so I picked her up today, and I decided, since I had a range of stitches from either 100 all the way up to 500, I decided not to worry so much about stitching for a stitch count, but to set a small goal instead. And I did. I set the goal to stitch her face and head because she had been headless. So I went ahead and put that little girl's head and face on. So there you have my Enchanted Alphabet. So I did finish her entire head, her face. I backstitched her face and her hand that's out front. And I had left a thread part in the white of her skirt. And I just went down there. After I even had all my stitches and had posted it, I realized I wanted to get rid of that part thread. And I did a couple of rows in there until I finished it. So that was my progress today, a total of 433 stitches in here. It was awesome. I love her little face. Isn't that precious? So sweet. Such a sweet little face. So the next time that I pick this up again, I can start working further along on her dress. That is a huge dress. And the rest of the letters, all in that row, other than the Q. The Q is up here next to her head. The rest of them all flow out from behind her dress. So I think it would be wise to do her dress before I tried to do any more letters other than the Q, which are right behind her, and they don't touch her or the dress. So I could do the Q. Anyway, really happy with the progress that I got on this today. I have gotten a little bit of film for you about Coco. We have had a great time so far with her, but I wish I could have filmed her this morning. My husband went for a run. Now this is after he had taken Coco to the beach and let her play until she was ready to come home and take a nap. But he went for his run, and I was sitting here stitching, and Coco came and got my attention, and she just wouldn't be denied. You know, she would just kept on until I got up to do something for her, and I thought she had to go potty. And she normally, when you ask her, she will either stare at you to say yes, or she'll look away really quick, like that. And that tells you no, that's not what she needs. And she'll wait for you to guess the right one. And when you get the right thing, she stares at you to let you know you got it right. Well, she stared at me when I said potty, and so we went out. She went straight out that door, right around the corner to the grill where my husband had put the 2 tennis balls they'd been playing with at the beach that morning. She knew they were there. She remembered that they were there. That's what she wanted. She wanted me to go play ball with her. She is too slick. Anyway, I tried to make sure she didn't have to potty. She came right on in when I told her we weren't going to throw the balls. It was too hot to do that. So instead we came inside and we played keep away and played a couple of little fetch games where she has something and she wants you to try to take it from her. We did that a little bit. And after a few minutes, she settled down and was ready, you know, to just sit next to me and let me do what I needed to do, which was great because I needed to start lunch. But it's been a lovely, lovely start to our vacation. We've had a great morning. So Coco and her father have done something they rarely ever get to do. They've taken a nap. And it's time now for me to wake them up. They requested that they not sleep past a certain time. So I'm gonna go wake them up, which is a perfect timing because it's time for me to change my projects. And my next one I think I'm gonna work on is gonna be my new start. That was my retreat start. It's a prompt as well, but it's the one I said I would like to stitch until I completely finish it so I can take it home and fully finish it because I've got everything waiting on it. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight, and I hope to see you in a day or two with a finish of my new retreat start. In the meantime, for you, happy stitching. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Dina. It's May 26th, and that means it's Thursday and we are in St. Simon's. And I just wanted to come and give you a stitching update for today. I'm going to be going to the beach with Coco and my hubby after dinner. I'm hoping to get some footage for you of how much she's enjoying herself here. But this morning, I did a lot of phone calling. I had a wonderful time talking with my sister Stephanie, and then I had a brief hour to stitch and talk with my friend Glo from England. So this afternoon, I settled in to try to finish up a start that I started yesterday. And it wasn't what I said I was going to start. I got ready to pull out that red sampler to start it and realized, oh my goodness, I wanted to stitch the Christmas stocking ornament and make sure I had it finished before I got home, because that I want to get fully finished and mailed off to Cindy in time for the exchange. And if you recall, I had stitched one and I wanted to stitch a second one so I'd have a choice between which two of the two that I wanted to gift. So here is the second one. I think it turned out really pretty. It's hard for you to see. There you can see the little white snowflakes in there all around here. This one is called the flower stocking. And if you don't remember, this one is the wreath stocking. So I think those are really pretty. They're a slightly different but same color palette. And they're about the same size. I just started this one a little higher up on the fabric, as you can see. But there is a third one. I don't think I'll be stitching it. I don't like it as well. And now I've kind of done this for my exchange, and I'm excited to have it done, and I think I'll be moving on. This black work in here, there's a lot of black work in here. All of this and all of this is black work. And it includes black work and cross stitch in even the black work areas. And then this is all cross stitch here. But you know, here's your cross stitch, here's black work, here's cross stitch. So it was a fun stitch because of the specialty stitches of the black work. But I will tell you something. I don't know whether it's because I'm on vacation or whether Coco was wanting me to play with her or whatever, but I have frogged more on this little stocking today than I have frogged on any piece that I have worked on probably in the last year. The black work, for whatever reason, gave me fits today. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I was, not concentrating and I was trying to watch her and play with her and I kept getting interrupted or just what. But I finally got it. I did have to rip out each one of those at least once, and I think one of them I had to rip out twice. So funny, I didn't have any problem up here at all. None whatsoever. It was great, even with all the color changes. But I do love it though. I think it has a beautiful, elegant look to it. I'll have to pick which one I want to gift now in the exchange, and I'm not going to show them to you anymore until they're gifted, and then I'll put up a video of them. But I think I have the perfect backing fabric at home. I told my friend Glo about it today, and she thinks it will be the right combination as well. So very happy about that. I won't keep you very long. Coco and Tommy are out throwing the tennis balls for a few minutes. I'm going to get started on supper, and that way we can eat early enough that we can take her to the beach for about an hour or so this evening. So I am having a great time. I hope you are, and I hope you're getting lots of stitching done. But until I get to talk with you again, happy stitching. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Friday, and I am here to give you a bit of a cross-stitching update. I have a finish. I'm so excited. I started this late last night or evening. This is my retreat piece that was designed for us at the Stitchers Guild here in Georgia when we went to our stitching retreat. And this is called Red Threads. And I'm thrilled that I've been able to finish it in the last couple of days. There was a large G here in the pattern, and I'm sorry I don't have a picture to show you. All we got was the pattern. But there was a large G in the pattern here to stand for the Georgia Stitchers Guild. And one of the suggestions at the retreat is that our personal initials would fit in that space instead of the large G if we preferred that. So I put my initials there instead. The 2022 was already there as charted. And this thread was the called for DMC. It's a beautiful variegated DMC. I think it's number 814 if I'm not mistaken, but I'll put that in the comments below for you. This is done on vintage country mocha linen, 32 count, and I am thrilled to have it finished. Now this is the one that I'll take home with me, and I'll finish it to go on the top of my box that I made out of the stitching hoops. So now I've got it stitched and I can take it home and get it finished. So I have met my goals. So far, my stitching goals to be here on vacation, I've met them all in the beginning anyway. And today we had whip go numbers called. Pretty excited about that. And I'll probably look at them, see what they mean for me, and then I'll give you an update on that tomorrow. So there you have it, Red Threads. It's my finish. Thanks for letting me share it with you. Happy stitching. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Sunday. It is May 29th. I had to check. And I'm here today to give you a little update on my stitching. Today I have been working on my first section of my By the Bay 13th colony that's going to be 3 parts that I'm going to stitch all as one. And I am hopeful that it's going to work out okay, because what I realized is I thought my fabric was 32 and it's 28. And so I have this much done. I've actually completed over the first page. This is about the first page right here. And I've gone on to the second page, and then I started working down on page 3 down below it, and I only have that much fabric left. So I think the next time I work on this, I'm gonna go ahead and do this tree all the way down and just make sure I have enough room before I go any further, because if I don't, I'm gonna have to stop it now and start over. That would hurt. But anyway, I finished up the second cloud. I finished up the second color of green on the top, and I did both of these sections of the tree, including the trunk in between. So I've done, over the last 2 days, because I started working on this Saturday, I have stitched a large number of stitches, probably around 2043-ish, somewhere in there, but a lot of progress. And it was during that stitching that I realized this looks awfully large. This looks so easy to see. I'm not sure this is 32 count. I counted it, it's 28. So I may not have enough room at the bottom. We shall see. Anyway, I will check that out the next time I work on it before I go any further. But there we have it. So that's what I've been able to accomplish in the last couple of days. We have plans tomorrow night to go to a seafood restaurant for dinner. We have reservations. It'll be the one time we've eaten out since we've been here. And so we are looking forward to it. And we've heard good things about it. So I'll let you know how that goes. Anyway, Coco's having a blast. She is constantly wanting to go to the beach. She's bored when she's not there. It's funny. She has decided that the top of the couch is her favorite perch. So if we can grab pictures of her up there, I'll show them to you. Here's Coco in her favorite perch since we've been here. And she gets up at times and stands on all fours on top of this couch because, as you can see, there's the window. So she can see out and watch everybody and see what they're doing. She is loving this perch. She's having a great time. We have to grab them when she's not aware, because when she sees the camera, she doesn't want to pose. You know, she slinks off or whatever. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Memorial Day if you're in the U.S. And hopefully I'll get a chance to come back and show you my progress on Monday. But until then, happy stitching. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Dina. It is Memorial Day today. It is May 30th. And today, my husband and I are going out to dinner. We don't have family members that we know of that were deceased in war. We have veterans in our family, but we were fortunate enough that they returned home. So if you were one of those who are honoring a fallen family member as this Memorial Day occurs today, then my heart goes out to you. And my thanks go out to your family members for their sacrifice and yours. So I've been stitching today because today is my final May Monday. It's my May Monday start. It's the last one of the month. And I am going to have to ask my sister Stephanie to look away because this one will be coming her way down the road. So this is what my final start was this morning. And I had an interesting discovery today. I got started on it. I wanted to start in the middle, and the color I needed in the very middle, I didn't have. I thought I had kitted this up completely. I had a ring of threads that I thought were all of my threads, and as it turns out, they were all of what I was going to use that were DMC, and all of my actual called for overdyed threads are somewhere else. They're in a group, I'm sure, together, but they may not have made it into my bag. So I'm not sure where I tucked those, but I had the unique experience of having to tackle this new start by using only the colors that I brought with me. So it makes for an interesting look. This is where I got to so far. So these are the colors that I have, and I have just been working with them as I go. I did as close to a middle start as I possibly could, and I just went ahead and stitched with the colors that I had in my possession. And where I don't have the colors, you can see I've left them blank or they're not stitched. And I'm just working my way across, you know, as to what I have. It's okay, it worked out completely fine. I think I've gotten a pretty decent start in spite of that. But I think it's going to be precious, and I hope my sister likes it. Okay, Stephanie, you can look back now. So that has been what I've been able to accomplish today. I decided to go ahead and record because, as I mentioned, my husband and I are going out to dinner tonight. I'm not sure I'll get any more stitching done on this today or not. So I wanted to be sure I could record it for you to wrap up my 5 starts. So I've loved it. I've had a great time. I've only finished one of the 5. I have the others to add to my whip pile, but they're not terribly big, except for maybe my autumn one. So hopefully I'll be finishing them fairly soon, within the next few months. I would love to finish at least 2 of them or so before I hit July, because I am planning on going crazy in July with my Christmas in July 22 starts for 2022, all Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that. I know a lot of people are doing Christmas in July in different ways, ornaments or working on a Christmas piece monogamously for the month, things of that nature. So whatever way you're doing, let's celebrate it together, and let me know what you're going to be doing for Christmas in July. I'm going to be using June as a month to do what I consider mid-year checks. Things like on my pandemic, where I needed to complete 2 pages by September, I'm about 1.5 pages done, and so I need to work on that in June and get it closer so that I know I'm going to hit it by September. My angel that I need to get done by the end of the year, I need to see, am I halfway through with him or not? And if not, I need to bring him at least halfway. A little more even if I can, you know. So some of these year-long goals that I had set for myself like that, I want to do a check in June, and I want to bring everything up to where it needs to be for those year-long goals. And then the rest of the month of June will just be stitching. It'll be stitching for prompts, or it'll be stitching to finish up some of these May starts, but getting ready for Christmas in July. So I hope you're having a great start to your week, a great end of your month. Tomorrow's month end, and we'll be, those of us who are in Stitch from Stash will be filling out our monthly reports and turning them in, and I will be excited to continue working on my latest start as part of the Garon Stitcheries focus on a designer, because that happens to be the designer for the month of June. So I definitely want to finish that one in June, because I want to work on it for that. I hope you are. If you have a Plum Street pattern, I hope that you will join us and work on it with us. I will let you get back to what you're doing. I am gonna maybe get a little more stitching in if I have time. We are packing, we are getting ready, we are leaving early in the morning to go home. And so I have, after lunch today, I cleaned out the fridge of what little bit was left over. I was real proud of myself. I did a good job bringing what I needed and not much more. And so what I'm taking back is far less than what I brought, which is great. And we will love to pack as much as we can tonight, and then we are hoping to pull out early in the morning so we can get home at a decent hour. Anyway, enjoy your day, what's left of it, and enjoy your week ahead as you start the new month of June. Happy stitching, everybody.
Wait for me. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my.
Here we are at St. Simon's Beach. Coco's so excited. Where'd you go, baby? trying to tire her out. Here's Coco on the upstairs patio. Hey, baby. Let's go outside. She's hanging out with Mama.
What are you doing up here?
I decided to come see what you guys were doing.
We're just chilling, waiting for the sun to go down, so I'm gonna go walking. It's too hot right now. We're not here up here. We like to bark at the cats and anybody walking down the street.
This is the upstairs little deck. There's Coco over there with her daddy.
Yeah, I didn't think that existed.
And here's our little street.